Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new event here with BOSRA Race Roundup, the 2015 Aston Martin GT1 Championship. We bring the first round to you from Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit, and it's Daniel Turk on pole for Acorn Printing. Second's Daniel Hunt for Bowden Solutions, and Tobias Soltout in third for the Firefighters charity. KTCC winner Van Delden sits in 11th, Ellis Stevens in 13th, did qualify but not registered for the event. He will be taking Ben Hackerson's place further on in the championship. Gary Bradshaw's in the first of the Motorsport Auctions car, and at the back it's Ian Thun and Andrew Kane bringing up the rear end. It's the biggest grid we've had so far, and we have introduced mandatory pit stops. With that in mind, let's head to the start of the race. Waiting for the lights to go green, you see the empty space left by Ellis Stevens. Daniel Turk having lag issues straight away, so it's the other Daniel Hunt who takes the lead, followed by George Smith. Chris Buttrell spun off the line at the back through Halewoods Hill, up towards Druids, and you'll see that Daniel Turk has reappeared in the lead. Move on board now with Talea. See a train of Firefighters charity cars pulling in front of him. There's Simon Underhill just on the left hand side. Very tight track this, every driver being careful not to get involved in accidents too early on. There's Bradley Selms passing as well. Over the timing line it's Turk from Hunt from Smith, your top three, into Halewoods for the start of the second lap. Onboard camera is with Daniel Hunt. Turk wide round Druids. Hunt takes the lead. Turk tries to sneak back up the inside. Contact between the two cars. Everybody else braking to try and avoid an accident. Hunt into the barrier. Now patiently waiting as the steady stream of cars comes through. Rejoins just in front of one of his teammates. Through Stirlings, up the Grand Prix part of the circuit here at Brands Hatch. We're on board with Talea. Through now to Clearways. Running wide through the gravel trap. Currently sitting in fourth, does drop 2 places, rejoins in sixth. Watching Gary Bradshaw following Ian Thorne. Gary, also known as Marion Bradshaw on the iRacing system. Gary is one of the directors at Motorsport Auctions, so has a very special interest of course in this team. Passing Ian Thorne around Druids. Great to see Gary racing with us. Not only are they supporting the league as a partner, they want to really get involved and race with us as well. Just see in the background Ian Thorne running wide. To another Motorsport Auctions car now. We're riding on board with Van Delden, our previous event winner. Van Delden's been with us since pretty much the start of BOSRA, following Neil Bamber. Neil in the Bowden Solutions car running wide as we transfer onto Pilgrim's Drop. Great to see these two going at it again. Bradley Selms taking part in his first race with BOSRA, following Simon Jackson. Coming up towards Hawthorns. Bradley having a look on the inside of Jackson. Backs out of it, decides better of it, using all the track available to him. Through Westfield and Dingledale. Gap opening up. Great speed through Sheen Curve and flies past Jackson. Martin Golenicki deciding now was the time to have his mandatory pit stop. Now iRacing deemed that entry an unsafe entry. Martin picking up a penalty. Riding aboard with Daniel Hunt, lap 12, the fastest lap of the race from him this week, a 1 minute 20.871. Obviously he will pick up a bonus point for that, as does Turk for the pole position. A couple of points were removed though at the end of the race due to trading paint regulations not being adhered to. You will find all the information in the event standings. So let's sit back and enjoy this lap and listen to the sound of that Aston Martin. great lap from Daniel, great sounding engine as well in these DBR9s. We switch to Andrew Kane, going on board and from above. He gets it wrong. Andrew into the barrier, blowing the engine and requiring a pit stop. Daniel Hunt back in the action again. This time he gets it wrong. Too much grass. Race over for Daniel. Unexpected surprise for Gary Bradshaw at Stirling's. George Smith had spun the Acorn printing car. Both cars damage taken as one of the Bowden Solutions drivers comes through. Watching now, Gary Bradshaw just leaving the pits after repairs, on board on the main screen with Tobias running in second. Gary laps down due to that accident. Simon Underhill still out in front for the Firefighters Charity. Simon would have server problems and disconnect as we watch Tobias make contact with Gary. Tobias carries on through Druids as Ricky Green passes. Chris Butchell, as you just see on the minicam, past Bradshaw as Green and Tobias both run a little wide, coming through Cooper Straight. To the most controversial accident of the day, as you see Van Delden pass Bradshaw. Bradley Selms through as well. Lag and contact between Bradshaw and Selms. Brandon has no option but to hit Bradshaw. Chris Buttrell dodges the lot. Tobias Saltow it is then who takes the win for the Firefighters Charity in his first race with BOSRA. Unfortunate luck for Simon Underhill with his earlier disconnect, who was leading the race. In second place, a familiar name, Matthijs van Delden, an ever-present with BOSRA and a real consistent driver. Great result for him for the Motorsport Auctions team this week. Yet another familiar face on the podium would be Neil Bamber. He was the runner-up in the last event, the Kia Touring Car Championship, still hot on the heels of Van Delden in every single race. Brands Hatch, a great kick-off to this new championship. We go to Donington Park next week for round 2. Top 3, as you know then, Saltow from Van Delden and Bamber. Some new faces in the top 15, and we welcome back some old ones as well. Great to see Phil Gregory back racing with us. To the bottom half of the table, and there are a few drivers who weren't racing with us this week. We hope to see them for round 2. Gary Bradshaw picks up his first points for BOSRA, topping the second half of the table, followed by Beresford, Underhill and Turk. Now we turn our attention to the team standings. The team with the least amount of drivers this week was 4, so this week's results are based on that. The Firefighters Charity takes an early lead from Bowden Solutions, Acorn Printing and Motorsport Auctions joint third. That's it from us this week. Thank you ever so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye bye.